up, Vonnie?
What's up?
Back for a new episode.
We're back.
We're back. It's so loud in my ear when you do that.
I know. I love it.
It's annoying. But
I love it.
don't stop.
I won't.
Yeah, man. So we got a fun episode. We got a buddy of ours, a buddy of mine that I've known for a couple of years who owns Craft Co. hair products. Leo Carrillo.
Leo Carrillo.
The third.
Trace.
They call him Trey. I don't know. These guys have, one, he's been on the show. Two, they just sent us a bunch of products over, and they are our episode sponsor for today. So you have a few things you want to show. I'm going to put on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, the links to their stuff. And then on top of that, I got a discount code for my personal.
Yeah.
It's like Uncle Dale something. I don't know. I can't remember what it is, but I'll share that for everybody. But these guys started back in 2018 selling hair products. Vaughn has a couple of things over here. And then me and Leo linked up in early 2021 and started collaborating, do some stuff with him on social media.
Yeah, you how I got involved with this situation was you.
Free stuff.
It was free stuff.
Yeah, I did a collab with them guys, and they gave away free products for whoever sent a text to this deal. Some collab they did with some company, and I was just part of it, and I got paid off of it too.
Yeah, I still haven't seen $1 of that 50 cents. What?
No.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
No, I made a couple $100 off of that.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're an entrepreneur.
let's go. So since then, they've rebranded to Craft Co. from Haircraft. And inside here, this got the full gamut. I mean, it's got everything. It's got the hair clay, gel pomade, hair wax, sea salt spray. Oh, the box you have is the skincare.
Yeah.
So
I see that now.
So we have another box of all their skincare products. They have a face wash, a moisturizer, a scrub.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to have him on here. Really just, he's an entrepreneur, young guy. These guys are probably, I think he's 10 or so years younger than us. And they built a good company. And, we want to support friends. And them guys have been good to us. They're sending, they got Vaughn hooked up with some stuff as well.
Dude, it's awesome. It's awesome stuff.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
And that's the cool thing, like, being, I'm a realist, you're a realist. If we get crappy stuff, I mean, they're going to know.
Yeah.
And I really and truly wouldn't, try to press something that I don't actually like.
Yeah.
And I do like a lot of the products that they sent. I mean, I'm not a pomade guy. Never will be.
Yeah.
But the clay's awesome.
I've tried all the products. The clay works best for me. I like the hair moisturizer as well.
Yeah.
For at nighttime, I go to bed, I put that in there. I did like the skincare line, and so I'm excited about that. He's got some new stuff coming out, so he'll tell us all about that. So shout out to Craft Co. for our episode sponsor. Thank you guys. And then quick shout out also to our show sponsor, Bison Energy Drinks.
Please use our discount code, Dale Not Dale, for 10% off.
Oh, where's it? That do that at checkout?
Yeah, but that sounded good.
Oh, wow. I didn't.
Yeah, check out on the website.
Oh, the website's up?
Yeah.
You're kidding. What?
I don't know.
Yes. Please, dear God, the website is up. So,
Oh, man.
we've been trying to get this website up for a while.
It's not funny.
I'm sorry, Jason. But we want this up to one. Y'all can see we got some really cool pictures on there. What's so funny?
Oh, man. We talk about it all the time. The website should be up. It's on its way.
Hey, checks in the mail.
Yeah, dude. It's on Google.
You know what we can do tonight?
What?
We're gonna publish that SOB.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I don't care about the legal ramifications. We're just gonna get it out.
They're wanting us to pay taxes.
I want to sell T-shirts.
The taxes we'll settle up. We'll square up with the old IRS.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah. You know what? What's wrong with a little bit of jail?
I mean, there's celebrities doing like big time money.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like $12 in taxes.
Yeah. And they're not getting it from me.
No, I'm not paying that shit.
No.
So yeah, so
We need to open up a GoFundMe.
Bison energy drinks. These guys have been good to us. So make sure y'all go buy some damn drinks. It helps us out.
Yeah.
No, but they really are. If you're into energy drinks that aren't flavored, like I'm not a big fan of like the crazy flavored stuff. These things have just a good normal taste.
Yeah, they're good. They don't taste like medicine.
Yeah, the sugar free is awesome. That's one we prefer.
Yeah.
I'm count my carbs, you know. But yeah, the stuff's good stuff. So make sure you try it.
Yeah, I want to talk about the owner of Bison.
Okay, so so real quick, I'll preface this. I'll let you tell the story. But I've met, say his name is Yaku, businessman from South Africa. Him and his family been here for 12 years. I don't know. I might be lying on that, but I've met with him before, and the guy is crazy. Like he's like an extreme sport guy.
So to put that in full circle here, I woke up this morning, normal day. I think I drank 4 cups of coffee, which, standard day. And at 7:00 p.m., I have committed to jumping out of an airplane, blowing up a jet ski
In the bay.
and going to an island that I thought he owned. He doesn't own it. Somebody does.
He just said we'll find out who owns it.
Yeah, he's gonna
But
fly.
he keeps saying it's not my island, but I have it. I don't know what that means.
When you have, I guess when you have a helicopter, you can kind of just land wherever you want.
Yeah.
And I was,
So just rewind. I think he's from South Africa. He was in like the armed forces over there.
yeah,
I don't know what their army or whatever. So he's a pilot, and then so he can fly all kind of different aircrafts. And then he comes to the United States. He gets his pilot license here as well. So he can. He told me when the first time I met, he can fly like 33 different aircrafts legally between his 2 licenses.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's posted a video on his own YouTube. I need to share that to our page of him like going up in a helicopter and act like he passes out.
Oh, and that lady freaks out.
And there's 2 people in the helicopter, and they're like freaking out, thinking he's like died or passed out.
Yeah.
Like that's not funny, bro.
He
It's
also
funny to watch, but
he told us that he's going to give us the parachutes that have no problem ejecting whenever you hit the ground.
he said they eject when they hit the ground. And then the funniest thing is Jason's gonna jump with us.
He got so scared.
So Jason, you guys haven't seen him on here, but he does our YouTube, like produces those shows for us and does some things like takes pictures and things like that for. He's a media guy. He's definitely afraid of like, I don't know if it's just heights or he definitely doesn't want to jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
But Yaku's like, you're doing it.
Yeah.
He's like, we were at dinner and he called a guy and lined up 5 of us to do tandem skydiving.
For tomorrow. And then we said we can't do it tomorrow.
Dude, I got a job.
And then I was talking
Tomorrow work for y'all? Hell no.
I was talking to him about he's obviously world traveled, and I told him that I wanted to go to Dubai because I want to get my haircut at that world famous place, and in straight face, and he's not kidding, said, "Let's go right now." And I was,
well, he's got an office in Dubai.
I mean, but who does that?
Dude, he's one of a kind.
He's nuts.
Yaku
I
is
love
nuts. It. Yeah, he. So we're expecting to do some stuff. They're gonna, them guys, the Media by Bison and the Bison Energy Drink guys, are gonna shoot some content for us, and we have some ideas of what we want to do. But I mean, everything he talked about was like super extreme. I'm like, dude, I got a wife and kids, bro. I don't know if I want to. He talked about one thing about doing those crazy flights in a helicopter or airplane. I was like, okay,
a fear flight.
I was done with it. I'm like, okay, I draw the line there.
Oh, I'll do that all day. I would love to.
Dude, I am not doing a fear flight.
In a I don't mind being in an airplane and doing crazy stuff. It's the thought of jumping out of one.
Yeah, but
It's not.
you ain't even had a parachute on. You if the plane goes down.
Well, if you don't have a parachute on and the plane goes down, you're not alive.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want
But
to.
you won't feel it.
Oh, good. Okay, now.
The glass is half full.
No.
But what happens if you don't do it? You're going to be 94 years old telling your grandchildren.
Because I'm alive.
Well, that's the thing. But you won't have a legacy.
I mean, if my legacy is based off of jumping out of an airplane with a guy from South Africa that I've met a few times, then.
Dude, it's a true testament to character.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Crystal wants to sky. She says she does. I think we get down to the nitty gritty. She wouldn't do it.
I absolutely don't want to skydive. But
Yeah,
I'm going to do it.
But you're like, oh, I can't wait to do it. Oh, well,
Okay, here we go, macho man.
that's how you acted tonight.
I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. The only people backing out,
It's me.
and Jason.
Jason's going.
Well, because he has to.
I told him he has to.
He's going to be forced. You wanted to be a camera guy.
Well,
You-
I can do the same thing.
dude, the person behind the camera never gets the love as the person in the front.
I am fine with that. I get enough love. I don't need any more. I don't need any more love, dude.
I'll wave to you on the way down.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not scared to jump out of the plane. I'm really not. I think I will eventually. I'll do that. Why do that? That's a new sound you did?
Because you're lying.
No, I'll jump. I'll jump out of the plane. I'm not doing the fright flight. That's stupid.
Okay, I'll do the fright flights. You jump out of the plane.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. That's easy.
I don't know why you're not gonna do that.
Yes, I will. I don't have a fear of those things. I have a fear of jumping out of.
You say that because you've never done that.
Flying does not bother me.
Flying doesn't bother me either. But when they're doing stupid stuff, why would you want to do that?
I don't know if you know this, but I've been in an acrobatic airplane before.
No, you
Actually, they're
haven't.
called aerobatic.
No, you
Aerobatic. I have.
You're lying.
I have.
Your nose is growing.
Pinocchio.
Yeah. Panache?
Dude, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I don't have any desire to do that.
Yeah, well, you committed to it, so it's happening.
Not that. So
When you run around with a guy that has a brand that's Bison, be a badass. Did you think we were gonna go play basketball?
dude, maybe I got fouled hard.
Oh well, welcome to the new life.
Oh man.
Stepping out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, so he's got some things planned he wants to do with us. Not sure what that's going to be yet, but I don't want to let him just go run wild with his imagination.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna draw a line. I'm not gonna do something crazy like
Well, like I told him,
shave
I'm
my
not
head or
I'm
something.
not getting arrested or anything like that either. That's all I need to do is.
It's really hard to arrest somebody when they're in a helicopter.
No, I'm just saying he's talking about other stuff that
Oh yeah,
you know, he had other ideas. I'm like, okay, well that's not gonna work because
yeah.
I've always wanted to be on TMZ, but not for that.
Yeah.
TMZ would be the pinnacle of my life.
I mean, yeah, that I do want to be on TMZ.
Dude, it would help our podcast.
Dude, what we talked about that today with him. You know, any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, I mean, I get that to an extent.
Dude, I'm willing to sell out. I'm willing to go out of my comfort zone,
Okay, good.
and you're going with me.
All right.
Yes.
Like Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. He's a crazy guy, and he's got a bunch of ideas, and we heard a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them,
No, there's a lot.
and they were all borderline psychotic to me.
Most illegal.
Most of them are, most are illegal.
And when you say like, "Hey, yeah, I think that'd be illegal," he'd be like, "I don't care."
Yeah, he didn't even care.
I mean, the Coast Guard's gonna be after us. I mean,
Well, I know one of my buddies is like the main commander for the Coast Guard, so
you
maybe
put in a call.
think about that.
Put in a call.
We can divert them somewhere else,
Yeah,
and then we can blow that stuff up.
we can blow something else like miles away, blow it up,
Small explosion.
and then take the helicopter on the other side. So while they're checking out the first explosion, we do the second one.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Call it a day.
Yep.
Maybe for all of us.
yeah, right. He's talking about 30 pounds of tannerite.
Yeah, dude. I did have a dream of you and I on an airplane, and then we were in a crash.
Oh, dude, why would you say that?
I don't know, but we lived.
How?
I don't remember.
Hey, okay, this made me think of something I just watched the other day. I watched the documentary of Leonard Skinner because, like, I love documentaries about, so one thing I did know, Ronnie Van Zant, the lead singer, he died in a plane wreck. You know about that?
Yeah.
So what was crazy, because just looking at the timeline, I didn't know all this. I thought they were around as a band for a long time. But they made it in like 75, like got their record deal, and then the plane wreck was like at the end of 77. So really that run of like those few albums of iconic songs was like in a 2-year span.
And then they didn't do anything since?
Yeah, well, since then, his brother Johnny Van Zant,
Yeah.
he's the lead singer from like 1990. They reformed a band like in the 90s and started back up. But watching that documentary, there's a lot of the guys. There's the other guy that died in the band on the plane wreck, and then his sister, who's like a backup singer. But it was just crazy to see, because for me, it was just more of like, you think about Leonard Skinner, they were around forever, but they really weren't big. They were big for 2 years, or they were signed for 2 years, but it wasn't like they had this long, illustrious career with the main guy who was like the brains of the writing the music and stuff like that, the lyrics. He's gone too soon, It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then they have a guy that's like on the documentary. He's like a historian for the wreckage. It was like in the woods, and he's like, you can dig around here still. And he's at that point, he's digging somehow. He digs up a piece of the plane that's still out there.
Dude, that would be eerie.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah. Well, so I'm assuming all of the people
Nope.
aboard, just him?
No, like 3 people died. The rest of the 20-something people survived it.
Oh, was it a commercial flight?
No, it was their own plane. So they had a plane. So apparently they had some issues with it, but they decided to fly it anyway when they shouldn't have.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
get their itis is what they call that.
Yeah, they decided to still fly, and then they had issues. I think they lost an engine, but it's the documentary is great. If you're a music guy, or if you're a Leonard Skinner fan, it's actually really good. It was just crazy, man. It showed them how they wrote their music, how they did things, and I don't know. That stuff intrigues me.
The only music documentary I've ever seen is 8 Mile.
Oh, B Rabbit.
I love that movie.
That was a good movie.
I still get hyped about it.
That's a good movie.
Shawshank Redemption and 8 Mile are the 2 movies that when they come on, I will watch it from whatever point I see it to the end.
Mine's Forrest Gump.
That's another one.
Forrest Gump is a great movie.
Dumb and Dumber's the same way for me.
Yeah, but it don't come on as much. Dumb and Dumber, Forrest Gump's always on. And I'm always stopped there. I'll watch it. Even commercials, I'm like, all right, I'll watch it.
It's such a good movie.
Can't stop.
You know that they're did we talk about this? You know they're making a Forrest Gump 2?
No.
Yes, they are.
Why would they do that?
So originally Tom Hanks turned it down when they had the idea, but if I'm not mistaken, which I have been mistaken before, like Seal being in a fire, that actually didn't happen. He had lupus.
I got a text about that today.
Yeah,
They said Vaughn was wrong.
I was wrong, but I did preface it by saying I could be wrong, but I think. I mean, I do that a lot just to save face, but no, yeah, I think they're doing Forrest Gump 2.
Oh man, that's weird.
Do you think he's still running?
No, he stopped. Remember, he turned around.
I
of the
mean,
Grand Canyon.
sometimes you can get back on the. Sometimes you got to get back on that saddle.
Yeah,
You
great movie.
You find that dog.
Great movie.
It's a great movie.
So, yeah, man, let's get into the episode.
Sounds good. Hit it.
Rude.
All right. We're live now, dude. Did you see the countdown?
Hey, game time. I did.
What's up, dude? How's life?
Chilling.
Yeah, so
It's good. It's
Go ahead.
sorry, we're gonna say
No, I was going to introduce you. I said, hey, so this is Leo Carrillo, right? That's how I pronounce it?
Carrillo.
Carrillo, but yeah, you could say
Dude.
Carrillo.
I'm sorry. Leo Carrillo the third. I did look that up.
Yes.
Owner, co-founder, and CEO of Craft Co. Recently rebranded from Haircraft Co. We'll get into that, but yeah, man, appreciate you jumping on, dude. We wanted to talk to you, and me and you connected in 2021. Actually, I looked back. It was January 2021, and then that's when the magic happened, dude.
I'll never forget that DM ever.
Who initiated the DM?
No, he said, "Hey, man, you're really cute." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." No, actually,
But he left me on red.
yeah. No, so, dude, I'm the biggest consumer for like hair products, and so, man, I seen like you guys did a big push for ads. I'm guessing that's what you
Oh, yeah.
did, and so from there, I seen your ad, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try that because I've tried everything, dude. I tried a few other. I've tried every brand that's out there. I'm telling you, I've tried everything, and so I hit you up, and then you answered me back. You're like, man, let's get started. I'm gonna shoot you some stuff over, and then man, that's kind of how that started. And then we had a Zoom call one day just to kind of talk about a collab,
Yeah.
and then from there,
But you're
man,
missing an important piece though
what was that?
of the DM. So Dale's like, "Hey, you guys, I seen your ad. Looks like your product's promising. Tell me a little bit about it." And I remember we were actually at our company retreat. So we had our team retreat, and I was going through the craft DMs at the time, Haircraft, and I was like, "Oh shoot, man, this guy's a big following." I'm like, "Who's this guy?" And I was like, "Man, he's got gray hair." I was like, "This guy's the perfect guy to send product to."
Dude,
So, yeah, we're really stoked.
he baited you in on that one.
Dude, got him.
Got him.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
Free product, he got it.
but you got to have the good hair, dude. Like if you see me have some trash hair, you'd be like, nah, dude, it's all good. Like,
Let's be
And I
honest.
would have left you on red.
yeah.
Let's be honest. When somebody has 300,000 followers, you get free product even if you're bald.
Yeah. Yeah, at least you do. Yeah, you do different stuff now. So maybe I could have. It's hilarious. Hold on.
It's funny because the ad that you saw was like our most viral ad. It was Zach, our director of brand, when he had the crazy long hair. So
Yeah.
he's throwing the sea salt spray on and then the hair clay, and he hates that ad to this day. He still's like, "Don't." It's our best performing ad, but it's the best converting ad because it's like COVID hair.
His hair was long too.
And it was super long.
Yeah, so that was that's kind of how it happened, man. I sent him a DM, and then it was funny because a big part of what they sell and their products. I mean, I know you have your online store, but a lot of it you push through Amazon because, and we'll get into that as well. But a lot of it you push through Amazon. I mean, it was so different. It was like, hey man, I'm gonna go to your Venmo. I'm gonna send you some money and go buy this on Amazon. And so that's what I did. So he Venmoed me some money, and I went and bought the product on there.
Yeah,
It was funny.
Is that what I had you do?
Yeah.
I didn't even send you the product. I
No.
just Venmoed you the money.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah,
hilarious.
because you want me because I guess you guys were growing your Amazon brand, which dude, y'all have for sure since then.
Yeah.
And so and plus we would do that, and I would write a review for every product that I buy. So much so, I wrote like so many different reviews for your stuff that I like they banned me from doing reviews on his products.
You probably Venmo'd him $50 and he bought $12 worth of products.
Yeah. No, I kept the money. I
Hey,
made my mom. I paid for it. Made my mom pay for it. Do
Hey,
what?
Dale, you never sent me a photo of the product that you got.
Oh, I guarantee you.
I'm
did.
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
It's in the mail.
That was some suave. Yeah.
Dude,
No, but
VO5.
Dale writes the best reviews, man. Like he had his reviews always have the most upvotes on Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's like the best photo. It's like a 5-paragraph essay review,
Dude.
and just hilarious.
Hey, my favorite one was you came out with that hair powder,
Hair powder.
and and the tagline was my second favorite white powder, something like that.
I'm surprised Amazon didn't ban that one.
I know. Because it takes a few days for you to see him, so I screenshot it, sent it to him. He's like, "Dude, this is gold." But I mean, I'm like writing like how majestic and like, oh yeah, I was like riding on the back of a dolphin in my hair safe. I mean, it was just like very extravagant stories.
It was lies.
Yeah, yeah,
Had my best sales day ever.
yeah. Oh man,
I've got 3 wives now.
yeah, dude, that's funny, dude.
That review is used in multiple emails. It's all over our website. It's all the time.
That is awesome.
Yeah, hey man, I told you we're gonna have fun with it, and but yeah, no, it's been good, dude. And so, before we get, we got some questions and things like that to ask for you. We'll just talk about just kind of freestyle some stuff. But one of the things I did for them that's for the craft. It's for the hair clay. I did a TikTok, like a time lapse, quick one of me.
I remember that.
Washing my hair and then fixing it, and that was fun, dude. That was actually pretty fun. That one went pretty good. That one had a couple 100,000 views on it. That was pretty good.
That's when you used a pink blow dryer?
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, Dale. Was that with the collab we did?
Yeah, that was yes,
With
that's
the
right.
giveaway?
That was for the giveaway collab. That was at that time. Yeah, for sure it was.
I remember Dale and I were becoming friends at that point, and it was like using our products, leaving these sick reviews, and we're like, Dale, like it'd be sick if we did this collab where you're gonna give away free product to your followers. You just got to promote it, and they have to sign up for this thing. There's like literally no charge, and he's like, dude, I'm down. What do I got to do? And then just did that video, which was amazing.
Well, the good news is I got some of that free product.
He was one of the guys that signed up for it.
Yeah.
Hey.
So there you
Yep.
go. It worked
Yeah,
for at least one person.
Yeah. So the new stuff, we got the new stuff in. I actually brought it to him. We've been waiting for you to get your rebrand done, and so we got the new box of stuff in, and I brought his some of the stuff. And in our intro, we talked about you guys. We show your product as the episode sponsor for us today, Craft Co.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you guys for sure. So, but yeah, man, the rebrand's cool. I mean, we'll get into all that. I guess the question for me was like, I know about you guys. I've talked to you and Alex. I think it was me, you, Alex, and Zach on a call one time. Or I actually had a call with Alex and Zach aside from you that one time. And,
yeah.
So, but I guess for me, for you to tell the story, like how it started. I mean, I've read it on your bio and your website, but I guess kind of tell the people, how this kind of came about,
Well, see, we were in this laboratory and we were just mixing potions and products, and then it all came together.
Doing your hair.
Well, first off, Dale, appreciate you always supporting us, man. You've really helped us out since the beginning, since we first met. So I love being on this, appreciative of this, and just always appreciate the support. And Vaughn, you too, now that you use our products.
Oh yeah.
But as far as the story, man, it goes back to 2018. Actually, before that, I used to always care about styling my hair and how my hair looked, and legitimately, kind of like Dale, I was super picky, and there's like no products that could style my hair the way I wanted, which back in that day was like the slick back look, the comb over. So I literally mixed pomades together to get the look that I wanted. And then flash forward to 2018, me and my co-founder Alex are living together. We're like, hey, we want to start a business. What's something we're passionate about? We're both passionate about hair, and we both felt there wasn't a solid gel pomade out there.
Yeah.
So we decided to make our own. So we launched that on Amazon back in 2018, and that became Amazon's choice. And ever since then, we've just been focused on making the best grooming products for men. And yeah, that's kind of how we got started.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I read about it. You guys were still in college at the time, right?
No, we were not in college at the time.
Oh yeah, weren't okay.
It was
I
in
guess
college.
the idea. Okay, I get you.
So I actually used to cut hair back in college.
You did.
And like,
oh wow.
yeah, I used to cut hair. I wasn't like a legit barber, but that's how I got an interest in hair. So
Okay.
I literally like fade all my fraternity brothers, and then I started getting really picky with my hair, and I was like, man, there's like no good hair products.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't until after college we made the product.
Okay.
What fraternity were you in?
Tri Lambdas.
Phi Kappa Theta.
Oh, okay. I was in Pi Kappa Alpha.
Pi Kappa Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fraternity is no longer at San Diego State anymore.
You got kicked off.
Yeah. Great fraternity though. Great fraternity.
I was in Rockefeller. I didn't go to college. I just went. Hey, I did go to a lot of frat parties, and we did drink their alcohol and party.
That's what I did in college.
Yeah,
That's all there is to it.
you got to do it. Did you get a tattoo on your ankle?
Nah.
Did you get one, Leo?
No, you got a tattoo on your ankle?
Well, like over here, like in Louisiana, where I'm from, a lot of the frat boys, they got their
Greek letters.
Their Greek letters tattooed on their ankle.
That's pretty common down here. Actually, that's common a lot of places. It's just.
I think in California it's on your ass. That's like more common.
Leo's got a tramp stamp.
It's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
No, hey, I like it. I mean, so you guys, you thought you didn't have anything that you liked, I guess, or you're like, man, let's come up with something, and so that's just kind of how it came about. I mean, so what turned into the skincare? You know, why skincare? Is that the same kind of story, or what was that? Or are you just trying to expand your brand?
Yeah, so why skincare? Well, we're heavy on customer feedback. Literally every DM that we get, every email, we read everything and we take that feedback really seriously. And over the last few years, we had done surveys on like, hey, what do our customers want? And we kept getting feedback on making a cleanser. And at that time, our company's name was Haircraft Co. And if you would have mentioned skincare to me at that time, I would have been like, no way, like never skincare, only hair.
Yep.
And basically it kept happening. We're like, you know what? I bet we can make a better cleanser out there and we can make the best one. So we work with our manufacturer that makes our hair products as well. And we're like, let's see if we can make a solid cleanser. And then we made a great cleanser. Then we went from a cleanser to a scrub and then a moisturizer and then tested it out, had other guys test it out. But it came out of customer want. We're just heavy on the feedback, and that allowed us now to get into other products. Like this month, we're going to launch an eye cream, which we're super fired up about. But yeah, it was a little bit different.
So I did some research, and that's I got part of the box that was sent, and I think for myself and obviously for all three of us, as a matter of fact. You always have, like, when you're getting into style or getting into hair and things like that, you always find your go-to product. So starting in the beginning for me, I used to use something called Sex Wax. Not like it was like a pomade, and it was made by ISO. And it smelled like coconut. Everybody commented on it, and they just stopped making it. So from that time, it was like my freshman year of college, I had no go-to until Jonathan Anton made Dirt.
Yep, I used that.
And then...
Do you know what that was? You ever heard of that one?
Never heard of that.
That was, man, you're younger than us. How old are you?
28.
Okay, so we're 11 years older. I am 11 years older than you. So Yeah, you were younger, but they had a reality show of this guy Jonathan Anson, who was like a celebrity hairstylist, and he came out. They had a reality TV show I used to watch, and then he came out with his own product called Dirt. And it's funny. I mean, me and Vaughn met, talked about hair, stuff like that. We both. I mean, I bought that stuff. I used to buy it. It was like $30-$40. You know, I used to buy it all the time offline back in the day. You know, back in early internet days.
It was one of those like it was a come and go. They still might make it. I don't know.
I doubt it.
And if you find it, it's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be old. But so then that went away, and then I was on to the next thing. And I'm just to give you a rundown. So the box that I got, I looked at like everything, which is a lot. There's the gels, the pomades, everything that's in there, and that hair paste is the new go-to. It smells amazing. Oh, it smells amazing. I don't like shiny hair.
Yep.
It's matte, and I can move my hair in the middle of the day. And if I get sweaty, I can easily just wipe my finger across my face and then use it to style my hair. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I love that.
So, but no, it's good. It's good stuff, man.
Appreciate that. Yeah, the paste was the first product we launched last year, and that's what I got in my hair too. It's my go-to, the paste or the clay, because we always say that it's touchable. I'm forgetting our own tagline that we used to use for the paste, but yeah, where it's touchable and you can still restyle your hair, but it smells so good.
Yeah,
dude. So one thing I do know, and I've talked to Vaughn, and I've talked to other people about this. I'm like, dude, y'all scents, like I'm guessing y'all put some extra time into that, but the scent of your products have been like they're spot on. They're some of the best smelling. I know.
Thank you.
So hey, so funny. Whenever I started getting stuff from you, and I'd fix my son Bronson's hair. His teacher was a friend of ours. She would text me. She's like, "What do you got, Bronson's hair? That's the best smell stuff." So she actually started buying it for her sons because she loved the smell so much. So that's what sold her the
no
smell.
Way.
I swear to God. She goes, "Man, I just when Bronson comes to class, she goes, I sniff his head." And then so I told her where it was. Like I told her how to get it.
That's why all those Texas teachers are getting in trouble.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, she's good. Oh man, that's true. It's gonna be on Dateline. But yeah, but like I said, the scent was what drew somebody. Because she's not gonna use it. It's for a male, but she got that based off just the scent. Because like I said, that's been a big thing. You want to have it to smell good and not smell like chemicals.
Yeah, dude, appreciate that feedback. So it's funny because Zach, our director of brand, he's heavy on the scents, and when it was just Alex and I, we'd be like, oh, like our gel pomade had a scent, and then the next product after that, our hair clay is unscented, and then the next product after that was our sea salt spray, and we were gonna do no scent, and then Zach had joined the team, and he's like, guys, we need to add a scent. We're like, nah, like a sea salt, like. Why would you need to add a scent to that? He's like, guys, like it just like the experience is gonna make a big difference. And the sea salt spray, we always get feedback on how great it smells. And then after that, we're like, every time we're making a product, whether it's the color of the powder, so it's not just white powder, or the scent, like we spend a lot of time, and that actually makes a big difference too. In like making sure that the product still can hold your hair while adding the scent, because there's some products that just smell like chemicals.
Yep. No, man, like, dude, that's a good selling point, especially for, just say, hey, a random dude get your stuff, he goes out or whatever, and a chick says his hair smells good. I'll tell you what, he's gonna be using that every time he goes out. You know what I'm saying?
Because what if Billy doesn't have cologne? It's like, hey, you got hair paste, you're gonna be set.
No, man, like I said,
you need hair paste and cologne, Billy.
Yeah, Billy needs to get some get some Axe spray or something.
Yeah, get some Phoenix.
Alex looks like he wears Axe spray still. That's what I think about him when I see him.
Can we get that clip? Right
yeah,
here?
I'll make that a reel for you.
Yeah, this is gonna hit the world. And we can talk about his bod spray.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear his reaction on that one.
Yeah. Oh man, no, it's funny. So you two guys are the co-founders. your CEO. What's his title? COO. I mean, what's his title for the business?
COO.
Okay, and then so Zach, he's just he's in the director of what marketing or branding.
Director of brand.
Okay,
So
brand.
basically everything that you see from like the packaging, the website design, layout, the videos, content, that's all him.
Okay, well I see his Instagram. I've been following Instagram for a while since I met all you guys, and dude, like he his Instagram is even cool because he has like cool pictures and like he's dude living a lot. He's traveling, him and his chick, you know, they're always doing something. So I could see where he'd be a good guy for that. Which you know, so far it's been working out great for you guys.
Speaking of branding, something just came to my mind. So one of the things that I'm sure you've been told this, but it's something that people don't look at, is if you look at the box that the product comes in, it has directions. It's got everything on it, right? Well, one of the downsides to hair stuff for the most part is you have the box, then you have the product in it, you throw the box away, and none of those words go with the product inside. There's like the directions on the actual bottle itself and the box it comes in.
Yeah,
That's like, I mean, that, as small as that may seem, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
yeah.
We also have a QR code too in all of our boxes, which if a guy doesn't get that on the first try, but we have a styling guide for all of our products. Go to our website. We literally show you how to use exactly the product because, we're guys and it feels a little feminine sometimes to do your hair, but we have styling guides to use the product properly.
Yeah.
Well, I know when I seen that video, Zach using because I remember when I first got the hair moisturizer from you. He did that, and then he mixed with the clay. I remember texting you. I was like, "Dude, my head just exploded, bro."
You
Like,
text me that.
I was like, I never thought of that, but it's perfect because it's just enough. Like, it's a good mix, and especially because my hair is usually longer and Zach's is long. That's what made me think, okay, I got to try this because then I was like, okay, my head just exploded, and I texted you about it. I remember that.
I remember. So do you still do that? You still use the hair moisturizer and then dip
Yeah,
it with the
well,
clay?
it just depends on what I'm doing. Lately I've just been I don't use a ton of anything. I'll put a little bit of the paste or whatever in my hands, just really just run it through and throw a hat on, just to kind of gets my hair calmed down a little bit, and then it's good because I'm growing it out again.
So what happened? You like shaved your head earlier this year.
Man, that was November. Yeah, I just
It was October.
Was
I
that
just
last year or was it this
that
year?
was last year. Yeah, it was last year.
It's October.
It's long again. It's longer again. I'm doing something different with it. I just wanted to change it up, man. I was just like, okay, I'll get in those moods, man. I'm like a woman with my hair, and it was cool for a little
Same.
bit. I like it for a little while, and then then I'll see somebody on Instagram with cool hair, and it pisses me off that I cut my hair off every time.
Like, damn, I gotta wait.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'll see somebody. I'm like, man, my hair was almost to that if I would just stuck it out, and then man, I just get in these weird moods, man. Like if my hair doesn't fix right for a couple of days, or I notice myself wearing a hat more, then I know that something's up with my hair. You know, that's how I kind of judge it. So
The hat check.
dude,
Bad hair day, dude. I'll throw you off.
but the way my hair is long now, it fixes the same every day. So I just got to get through some weird phases when I'm growing it out. But I mean, other than that, I'm good, dude. It's just I'm just like a woman a lot of times though. Just get in these moods, man. But hair's a big deal.
I got a question for you guys.
What's up?
How do you guys know each other? Like, how did the twins meet?
Oh man, a blind date.
Blind date, yeah. Like I love you, man.
Okay.
It was like the Spider-Mans in the multiverse. We walked up to each other, you know.
Yeah. So it's we met through mutual friends who, for a long time, you have been saying, "Oh, you need to meet Dale," and saying the same thing to Dale. "Oh, you need to meet Vaughn. Y'all are exactly alike." And I would say something, and they'd be like, "That is so something Dale would say." And I've been told I look like or act like or somebody my whole life, and I meet the people that they say it, and I'm like, this guy can't shake a stick. to how awesome I am. And then I met Dale, and it was still the same thing, but we had a lot more in common. So
I told Vaughn, you should never meet your heroes because, I mean, I was his hero. I kind of let down.
yeah. But I was famous first.
Hey,
Okay.
he was a model back in the day for like Abercrombie and wieners.
Yeah,
And,
dude, we always throw out wieners. That was one time, but
yeah, it's funnier.
once a
Wait,
wiener,
Wiener
always a wiener.
Central?
Yeah, no, the wieners is the it was like a wieners like a Kmart.
Yeah, it was. It went out of business.
Yeah,
Is that like a Texas thing?
it's probably a more southern.
Yeah,
Southern.
Yeah, I think they were based out of Texas, but they fell apart. They couldn't keep me on their payroll.
Their models really didn't do anything for them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Ad performance was.
no man, it
bad
wasn't.
cameraman.
Had bad analytics back then.
Yeah,
But yeah, he was a model then, and so. But yeah, that's kind of how we met, dude. It was just funny, and then we instantly became really good friends, and our wives were really good friends. And then I talked about wanting to do a podcast, and then he was like, "Man, I'd be down." And I was like, "Okay, well, let's do it." We'd have a little backstory of we look alike and things like that. And he's a funny dude. I was like, "Okay, we could have some fun with it." As much as we're alike and look alike, we are different in things. Which we kind of talked about that this last episode we did. That the contrast of personalities is as much as we're alike. There's a big difference in how we approach and do things. So that's what's funny. So it just kind of works, man. It's just having fun with it, trying to figure it out, dude. Getting cool people like you on here and talking and kind of see what we can do with this thing.
I love it.
So yeah, it's been fun, man. Like I said, it's a blast. Hey, so I'm guessing, like, I know we talked about earlier in the year you were rebranding in October. So I guess the rebrand really was sparked because, like, okay, we don't want to be pigeonholed into haircraft. So that's what the craft co came up about. That was a part of the rebrand, just so you could venture out with one brand instead of having multiple different. Because I know you had the skin co, you had the haircraft co. I guess it was easier to you guys just combined it all while you're still, doing your thing.
Yeah, so that's it. But another part of it is, so we launched Haircraft Co. We tested out skins, our skincare line. Then that started to take off, and then we got it. One of my friends, she actually sent me a brand that was SKN. It was a female skincare brand.
Yep.
And I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of this brand. And then all of a sudden, Kim Kardashian launched.
The body group stuff was all underneath that brand.
Skims. Is that right? It's called Skims.
No,
right?
that's a different one.
That's the different.
Okay.
Okay.
SKKN. She
Okay.
has a skincare brand, SKKN, and we're like, oh man, like we can't compete with Kim right now, like not right now. So right when that happened, we started looking for trademarks, and we're like, ideally, we always wanted it to be craft, but it didn't sound right at the time because we're like, we'll have hair craft, skin craft, and body craft, and then like, why don't we just do craft? And then we were looking up like trademarks. Craft, CRAFT was actually taken, and then we're like, well, Zach, of course, coming up with the great ideas of branding is like, why don't we do CRVFT? So it's craft.
Yep.
We don't want to pigeonhole ourselves to like anything if it's like body or skin or hair.
Yeah. No, that's smart, man. And the new branding, I like the look. I like the up down I like the V. That's a cool. It's just a cool look, man. The brand's clean and it looks bold,
Thank you. Like I said, big shout out to Zach. He had the vision for that, and at first when we saw it, we're like, I don't know, and then afterwards, like a day later, we're like, yeah, that looks clean. That looks way better.
Yeah, that's good, man. So what's a day in the life for you guys at Craftco, man?
A day in the life. Well, we have an office in a kickboxing gym, if you guys didn't know that.
Yep.
So that's pretty different.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so we go in the office. Typically, we're touching base on the new products that we're making. We're testing new products for 2023. which we've been testing those out for like 7 months.
Wow.
So we'll go through product testing. We'll talk about the different scents, the different things that we want to iterate on. We'll go through the packaging and whatnot. We'll talk about our different ads that we're running, different campaigns on the different channels that we're on. So Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, TikTok, pretty much just all the marketing that we're doing. Like our background, all of our backgrounds are in marketing. So like what email campaigns, what text, what's the new ads that we're going to run on Facebook, review performance, and then, yeah, just continuing to push forward. Like based on the performance of last week, what can we do better this week? But a lot of it is just on the marketing, and then also what's the new products that we're going to be launching and how do we keep testing and making them better.
Yeah. We probably need to talk to you guys offline about some stuff we're doing to maybe give us some pointers, since you guys are marketing backgrounds. I mean, we kind of have ideas, but we're not marketing background guys. I'm not.
Right. No.
I like what I like. I know what I want to see and how to do it. But you guys are doing a lot of stuff that could probably you could probably help me out with some pointers or something like that.
Yeah, offline we'll take it to ask you if we need to get a Dale Not Dale podcast line going with Craft.
There we go.
But we'll take that offline.
we could do it. We need to do a collab with the hair product. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, specific scent, specific colorway.
Yeah,
absolutely. It'll be majestic.
Very.
Is it like a product or a service?
Man, I think it's just more of just for branding. I mean, branding what we're doing and things like that. There's some stuff I want to do. We're trying to grow this, and we talked about different ideas of merch and different things. I want to get a couple different logos done. There's some things that we want to do, and we don't know what we don't know right now. So anybody we can kind of bounce some ideas off of, or talk to some guys that you guys are successful in what you're doing and building your brand. Any kind of pointers or some best practices, or hey, we tried this, that didn't work, but man, this worked really well. This may be something you want to do. Ours is a little different than your guys. You're selling an actual product. We would essentially be selling products, but it's more of a branding, just ourselves in our podcast. So I'm sure we could maybe get some pointers from you guys.
And we're for sale.
100%.
Yeah, we're for sale.
Yeah, we'll for sure link offline.
When did so one of the things I was interested in, when did this, you started the business, did y'all go into it from like full time, or were you doing something else and this was like kind of a side thing and now it's a full-time thing? What was that process look like?
Yeah, so Alex and I both were working full-time jobs. This was meant to be a side hustle. We didn't expect it to be like a legit full-time business. At the beginning, it was like, let's just see if we can actually, like, we both had a background in marketing, and we wanted to see if we could actually make a product that we liked and loved, and then if we could put it out there and it would grow. And then over the first 2 years, we started to realize, like, damn, we actually have a business that could grow from this. But I worked full-time for 3.5 years before I went full-time Haircraft, and then Alex 4 years, and then Zach 4 years. It took us a minute. We weren't the classic, like, quit your job, then start the business. We wanted to make sure we had something that the business could afford for all of us to go full-time.
Well, that takes a lot of stress out of it, especially if you,
100%.
especially if you guys could scale it some without being all in, time-wise, I'm saying. So, I mean, like I said, hey, man, you can't, it's to where you got now. You wouldn't want to take it back however y'all went. I mean, your path was the right way. So maybe if you went too early, maybe, there's a lot of startups and businesses that don't work, So maybe y'all found the formula for you guys that worked out.
Yeah, at that time I was at first like gung-ho on maybe it's a good idea to just quit and go full-time, like watching Gary Vaynerchuk videos where it's like go all in. Yeah. But like now I look back and I'm like, yeah, that was a smart decision to just wait for the business to actually need what we need.
I'm quitting my job tomorrow.
Yeah, we're done. I'm quitting today. We're gonna be Haircraft co-models.
Yeah.
I mean, Craft Co. Sorry.
We need them.
Yeah.
We'll do it for free.
Yeah, we need to. I'm trying to think. We need, being that we got some new product from you. Me and Vaughn will do some kind of. I need to figure out something, or if you got some ideas, we'll talk after this. We'll do some kind of video or do something with your product to do some social stuff for you. So we'll have to do that.
Yeah, would love that. We got
It'll
the
be
eye
s-
cream coming
it'll
out this month, so
it'll
I
be
think
it'll
do
be
some funny
silly.
stuff.
So it'll be silly. So I mean, you just know that's what we are. So but not about your product, but the stuff we're gonna do is gonna be silly. But yeah, I mean, I'm almost 40 years old, dude. I need some eye cream. Trust me.
We're down. We're
I
down.
used the facial is it not cleanser. It's like a
Oh yeah, that
I don't it was green. It's green.
the moisturizing cream you have is awesome.
And it is awesome. So the first time I opened the bottle or the jar, I think that's
It's
what
the
you
jar,
call it.
yep.
First time I opened it, in my mind I'm thinking it's like, like a thicker lotion that it's not going to spill out. So I moisturized my vanity,
Yeah,
and then and then some of it actually got in my hair.
there you go.
It was nice. Or I'm sorry, some of it got in my face.
I like the scent of that as well, but really you just dab your finger in it, and I could do every bit of my face.
Yeah, stuff
I
works.
I didn't tell him what to do. I mean, he's a 38-year-old man. I shouldn't tell him how to put moisture on his face.
Well, because if you don't use it, you don't know. I mean, and I use the exfoliating stuff in the shower 3 times already.
I like that. I still use
How good does that feel on your face?
Oh man, it's phenomenal. It's one of those things like you put it on and you don't feel it really in the shower, but you feel like the scent and the things like that. Honestly, I didn't feel any different until I got out of the shower, wiped my face off, laid in bed, and then I touched my face, and I'm like, wow. I mean, it's good. I mean, it really, really is. I
Yeah.
mean, it's my go-to now.
Yep, there you go.
I don't wash anything else. I just wash my face now.
Yeah.
As long as you're using a scrub, cleanser, and moisturizer, that's all that
Yeah,
matters.
that's all. Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, no, dude. It's like I said. This is not any ads. Like I said, I'm real big on product, man. I told you early on. I said, hey, send it over. If I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna just make some stuff up or push it because, like I said, I want to be able to say I use it because people always ask me. Because like I told you before, man, I'm always looking for people that I envy with hair, Bryce Harper, and them other guys. Like, what are they using? I would Google that.
yeah.
And then I would find out what they say they use, and I would try. I'm like, dude, there's no way they use this.
Yeah.
Because I was
It's
like,
crazy though. Like, sorry.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's crazy because like guys like us, like we do care about our hair, and
Yeah.
it's like we take that really serious. So it's like when you see someone that you look up to, like what they do, you want to know, and then when you try something that you thought it was and it's not what it is, it's so disappointing. And hair is that one thing though that like as a man that you can, if you got it, it instantly changes how you look, whether it's a haircut or how you style it. It can just completely change your look. And I mean, we're selling confidence. That's what we do as a company. So like, those things matter so much. And if you have a bad hair day, it does matter.
Dude, like if I get dressed to go somewhere, like I don't even check myself in the mirror really till my hair's fixed because it's a different look from my hair not fixed and
Yes.
fixed. So I can't even, like I've done it before. I asked Crystal, how's this look? She was like, I don't know, your hair's not fixed. I mean, it really is because without my hair fixed, my hair's long and wild, usually. So if it's not fixed, I look totally different. So it's a big thing, man. I've been known about, like, I'm not known, but my hair has been a topic of conversation, even with customers. I go to customers and they used to call me Vanilla Ice when I had different hairstyles in the plant, and then they call me Mr. Johnny Bravo because my hair was big, or Jimmy Neutron or something.
Dexter.
I mean, Mr. The guy from the Incredibles. It's just how my hair was. But it's kind of been my identity, and I own it. That's the fun part.
Yeah. Not many guys are known for that though.
Yeah, no, I know, man. More guys my age, or even younger, are losing their hair. So I was like, man, I don't know what I'd do.
I don't know.
I'd be getting hair transplants.
You'd be using face moisturizer.
Yeah. I'd double down on your moisturizer and eye cream.
Yeah, man.
If you lost your hair, would you get hair implants?
Oh, 100%.
I would. I for sure would.
Yeah.
And there would be no amount of money that would stop me from doing
And I would
it.
tell people I got them, too. I wouldn't even be ashamed.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's such a thing now. It's like I would totally own it.
Well, hey, I did read the other day, they, what country was it? Maybe it was, I don't know. One country, they found a study for, they found a cure for baldness.
No, that'll never come to the United States.
They found a true thing where they've grown hair follicles in these little test things and stuff like that. So like they've figured out how to do that. They've said.
And this is legit.
This is legit, yeah, dude.
To me, it seems a little hairy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I read it on Instagram. That's like the gospel,
hilarious.
dude. Don't encourage him, Leo. Okay,
it'll get bad. It'll get real bad. You're treading on thin ice here.
Yeah, it's funny, man. Hey, so I do have a question for you. So, okay, were you training Muay Thai before or after y'all got the office inside the kickboxing place?
Before.
Okay. Because I see your personal Instagram. He trains Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So his shins are really strong. He kicks bamboo trees down and stuff.
Do you have a Muay Thai nickname?
My roommate actually called me something Heartbreaker, but that's like a whole nother story. But
we got time.
That doesn't sound really Muay Thai.
Yeah, Frank Dukes.
Yeah, but it's funny. My co-founder Alex, he used to box when we lived together, and this is right after I graduated from college. And at that time, I didn't know anyone that did boxing or like Muay Thai or anything like that. It was just like golfing or something. And I always thought it was so weird because he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do boxing." I'm like, "What the heck?" Now it's so common, but at that time it felt like weird. Then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do Muay Thai," and he's wearing these like short shorts, and I'm like, "Bro, like, what are you wearing? Their shorts are so goofy." And I give him shit all the time, and then eventually I got into boxing, and then I got into Muay Thai, and I refused to wear the shorts up until last year, where I was like, "Oh shoot, like this actually helps with my kicks." Like, I need to start wearing these short shorts. But Alex got me into Muay Thai.
Now it's a trend. Everybody's got short
Dude,
shorts.
I wear chubbies all the time, bro.
Yeah.
I should be I might be a Muay Thai fighter on the side.
Yeah, dude, you would whoop ass. You'd
Dude,
crush.
I don't know. My shins are weak, bro. Like a weak shins.
Get those knees. Get those knees.
Well, my knees are worse than my shins. Sadly.
Elbows. We'll get you
Okay,
elbows.
good. Yeah, my elbows are strong. Yeah, I was curious how
I feel like Vaughn does Muay Thai.
No, you
Dude.
are. I don't do anything Thai but food. I mean,
Vaughn doesn't even play violent video games.
I can't. No, but I still do know. I still do know the blood code in Mortal Kombat: up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B, 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 A, B, B, select.
No, that's Contra, dude.
That's not Contra.
Yes, it is. That's the Contra one.
No, it's not.
It's Google.
Okay, we're gonna do a bet.
Leo, he's wrong, bro. Don't even try to put that code in on Mortal Kombat. It's not gonna work.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B, select.
Hey, so I did have another personal question because I looked on I did some other research on you. So I was gonna ask you if there's any future in politics. I've seen that you were executive vice president and COO of the Associated Students at San Diego State University, which seemed like a big deal. It's like I read a little about it. They said you oversaw a $24.1 million budget. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So yeah, San Diego State. It's not like your classic ASB in high school. It's like it's a big deal. Like Associated Students runs all the facilities on campus, and San Diego State's a big school. But no,
Okay.
I wouldn't get into any politics.
No.
That was like a college thing that like I was super involved back at SCSU between Greek life and a bunch of other clubs that I got involved, and I was like, it'd be pretty cool to be a part of student body exec.
So how was that campaign? Did you run against a bunch of people? Like, was that pretty crazy?
Yeah, so it's funny. I actually was at San Diego State today. So it was pretty wild. So at San Diego State, it's like a huge thing. It's like a big thing every year, every March. And typically you run with a slate. There's 5 executive officers, and you get paid for this job too. You have like an office. It's like
Oh,
it's
wow.
like a big deal to be on campus and like all this stuff, and you get a lot of experience. So I was running against 3 other teams, and I ran by myself versus like the other 3 teams ran with like 5 other people, and I was the first person ever to win AS exec individually. So it was a big deal when I ran that I won.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I did a little deep dive. I read the article that was posted about you, and I was like, man, that's a big
Yeah, you
deal.
really
I
went
mean,
into this.
dude, I was
Yeah.
like, there's some stuff I didn't know about you. Just some random stuff to ask you.
He's got an account on instantcheckmate.com.
Yeah, same log as my grinder account.
Oh,
So,
It was
but no,
cool,
man.
though.
So I read that about you. I was curious. You know, I went down and I found it, and I was gonna ask you. I was like, I knew the politics thing was probably a hoax. I was gonna jack with you about it, but it seemed like a big deal. I guess and the more you say it at that university, it was a big deal.
Yeah, like at the school you went to was like Associated since a thing, Vaughn.
um, it is, and I'm assuming that it's probably called something different. Like we had, yeah, I mean we had those type of things, but where so I went to school at Oklahoma State University. So our Greek system ran independent of the actual university. So the university never claimed us because of, whatever. It's in the Bible Belt. They have different standards. So our big kind of thing was it was ultimately like a student council for the entire Greek life. And that was, kind of an avenue that people would take for, if they were wanting to go to law school or they wanted to be politicians or, whatever it is. Now, I was the social chair for Pi Kappa Alpha. That's where
Oh
I
wow,
excelled. Yeah,
So what does
big
that
deal
do?
over here.
just playing parties.
Oh, nice. I like it.
So, but yeah, it was a big thing. I mean, I know that, being in those types of organizations is it's not some small task. It's not it's looked at. Oh, you're in college, you're having fun. That's not a 4 hour a week organization. There's a lot to it. It's a lot of work. I mean, testament to you to be able to go to college and do that. I mean, it's crazy. It's a lot.
Appreciate. I mean, social chair. You're a big deal. You're planning all the parties, and
Dude, it was
I
tough,
mean,
man.
no one's talking about that.
Yeah, I was very discriminatory. I mean, I had a certain look of girl that we were going to invite every time,
You pig.
and I know, and it made me feel like a real pig. But boy, did I love it! I still talk to them all to this day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So San Diego, I want to talk a little bit about San Diego
Good.
because I was just there.
San Diego.
Oh,
Yeah,
they had a shooting.
I was just there. Yeah. So I went to San Diego for a convention and I had a bunch of people with me and we rented and I'm so bad with remembering streets. But we were in this downtown area of San Diego, like Gaslamp District, I think is what it's called.
Yep. Gaslamp.
And we had some customers with us, and we had a big block party, barricaded it off. And sure enough, one of our friends in the industry, I'm in the multifamily industry, was shot in the middle of nowhere. It was the craziest
way.
thing. Yeah, I mean, luckily there's 2 people that shot. Luckily nobody was seriously injured, but they, of course, it's not fun to take a
Got
bullet.
shot.
Yeah, I mean, it was San Diego, man. That was it was a really cool city. I'm not gonna lie. I think the hottest it got was 74 degrees.
Is that where you
Super
live?
hot.
Is that where you live, Leo, in San Diego?
I live in Pacific Beach, so like by the beach, which
Yeah.
is like 15 minutes away from downtown.
Okay.
But
Oh.
when was this shooting?
This
How long ago was
was in
It's a couple months ago.
June.
A couple months ago, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
So one thing that was really surprising when you're in Texas or Houston or around our area, you see police officers everywhere. You literally cannot get away from them. The entire week that I was in San Diego, I saw one police officer. And that same police officer was getting kicked by a homeless person.
Wow.
And was just sitting at the table not doing anything. It was weird.
Wow.
he was like laughing. It was weird.
Oh.
But we had some good restaurants. Loved the
Yeah,
restaurants.
San Diego. And then Gaslamp District, that Fifth Street, just ton of good restaurants too.
And I got scammed by the bike people. You get on those little, what are they called? Rickshaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that boat that is out in the marina that they throw parties at. We were there, and from there to the Gaslamp District is about a half mile, and that was $160 ride.
Gah.
Yeah, got me.
They'll get you. They'll get you.
$60.
Yeah, I learned my lesson.
He didn't tell you prior?
No, he said the minimum dollar amount is $30. I'm like, no, not a problem. And then I knew we were going a half a mile. I'm like, okay, minimum amount's 30. I'll pay $30 to not have to walk a half a mile. And it was 160.
Maximum is 160 though.
Everybody else was getting charged like 200.
Oh man.
And they like, you say, well, can I Venmo you? No, you can't Venmo me. My boss, but it's just it's a scam. I mean, that's what it is. But anyway, I'm going
So
back.
did you have
next
to get
summer.
out cash, or you had the cash?
Oh yeah, I had to get out cash, and then he said
Wow.
there was a million reasons why you had to do this or do that, and he threatened me with I've got a group of people that are around. It's just one of those things like I'd rather pay $160 not to argue with some guy in the middle of San Diego. But yeah, so next summer I'm going back and I'm going to be a rickshaw driver.
Yeah, no shit.
So
Well, next
yeah,
time you guys are in San Diego, let me know, man. We'll grab some brews.
Dude,
absolutely.
I want to get down there. I got a good buddy of mine who used to live with me. He works for Northrop Grumman, and he lives in San Diego. He loves it, man. He's been there for probably 15 years now. And yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about San Diego and the San Diegans.
San Diegans. Yeah, we got to went to Petco Park, watched a game in a suite.
That's Padres?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it Petco? I think it's Petco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Petco.
Yeah, it's a cool place. Very different than LA.
Oh yeah, way different than LA.
If I'm gonna have to be forced to move there, it would be San Diego.
Okay. I've heard San Diego's awesome.
It is pretty cool.
So, hey, man, before we wrap this up, dude, we appreciate it. But what's next for Craftco, dude? What's on the horizon that people should look out for?
Yeah, so we're launching an eye cream this month.
Okay.
We're super excited about that. Spent about a year developing that product. So if you guys got wrinkles under the eyes, dark circles, puffiness, if you're hungover or you're just not getting a good night's rest, it's going to help get rid of that. So that's the big thing for this year that we're launching. And then next year, we're going to be launching a bunch of new skincare products and also getting into body care products as well.
Okay. What does body care products entail? Like, you ain't got to go into super detail, but what does that mean?
Like body scrub, body washes.
Okay.
Okay. What about shampoos and stuff?
Yep. We got a thickening shampoo and thickening conditioner we're working on right now, which is if anyone's got some thin hair and no volume, it's gonna fix it right up.
Oh, I don't need that.
It's gonna be awesome.
My hair is out of
Not
control.
for you, Dale.
When I blow dry my hair, dude, it's I feel like Yuli Guryo.
Yes,
It's just
Super Saiyan.
you look like a sheepdog.
dude, it's a lot. It's a good problem to have though. I'll give you that.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Love that.
No, man. Like I said, dude, we're glad to get you on. I know we talked about it for a while. We were hoping you were going to be in Houston. I know we talked about you're supposed to be in Houston in
I
September,
know.
and then something that fell through. 'Cause we were going to have him in studio originally, and then that fell through. So I wanted to get you. I told him, hey, once you get your rebrand done, let's talk. So we can talk about the product, pitch you guys on there. Your links for everything will be on our on the Apple Podcast and Spotify and on YouTube once that's released. So people that watch it and listen, they'll see your link straight to it as the episode sponsor, and they can go to your stuff. I'll drop in my discount code in there as well, so people can go in and take advantage of that as well.
Appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys having me on, and love your guys' podcast. You guys are hilarious, and we'll appreciate. It's too bad we didn't get to do this in person. Some business plans changed, but
Yeah,
I'm still glad that we got to do this.
yeah. Well, if you're ever back in town, dude, we'll figure it out, man. We'll get together and do something. If you ever come this way to Houston, we're not far from Houston at all.
We do
How far is that
56
from
of these
Dallas?
episodes. Depending on what part of Houston you're going from and what part of Dallas you're going to. From here to Dallas with no traffic is right at 4 hours.
Yeah, it's a haul.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's not like down the
No,
street.
no. We're closer to Austin, which is still 3 hours.
Yeah, and put it this way, I don't even drive to Dallas. I fly just because I don't want to hit the traffic. It's inevitable. So,
Got it.
I
So
don't
it's like
do
going to SF or like
yeah.
kind of like
It's-
that.
It's just, it takes forever. I mean, you're getting traffic in one city and then you'll hit traffic in the other city. You got rush hour coming out of one and rush hour going into another.
Oh god.
So, yeah, I
That's
don't
too
have time
much.
for it.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
No, I'm good too. I'll live without that. I actually gotta get to Dallas soon. I had a cousin that had a kid, so as much as I dread going to Dallas, I need to get there. It's a haul.
Yeah.
I'll use Vaughn's miles.
Yeah. You can be on my companion pass.
There we go. All right, good.
Hey,
We are, yeah, man. So hopefully by this time now, when this episode airs in a couple weeks, we'll have our website up. And so, like I said, man, we've got some cool things in the future for us too, man. So we're definitely gonna hit you up. Maybe have a conference call or something with you guys, maybe one day to kind of talk about some future stuff that you guys could maybe help out with, and hey, maybe even a collab that we talked about, maybe doing something like that. Cool, maybe one day.
love that. That'd be awesome, man. Definitely, whether it's supporting each other, all about that for
Yep.
sure.
No, for sure, man. We'll do it, and then we'll think of some content me and Vonnie can do
Oh, yeah.
with the products, and maybe we'll do something with the eye cream. We get some eye cream from you or something like that. We'll figure out something to help push that out for you.
Appreciate that. Definitely
Especially-
send you guys some eye creams.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I mean, all my buddies in my age, we're all getting close to 40 or up. So it's like, dude, we need some help, bro. We need help, and we got kids. We all got kids.
Stocking stuffers.
Oh man,
Got to kill those crow's feet.
we're not getting any younger, bro. We're about 2 steps away from getting Botox together, me and Bond.
Dude, I am. I'm Brotox.
We're gonna have a Botox party.
No
So-
Oh,
shame.
man. You guys
Yeah.
are hilarious.
So, but yeah, dude, I appreciate it, Leo. Like I said, man, much love, dude. It's been a good friendship we've had over the past almost 2 years now. I mean, so like I said, let's keep it going,
Crazy.
dude. Yeah, let's keep it going, dude. It's been natural, man. That nothing's been forced with us talking and collaborating. So we'll keep it going.
Appreciate that, and always appreciate your support too. And Vaughn, now your support too. But it means the world, and yeah, we'll continue to stay in contact.
Yep. All right, man. We'll jump off here, man, and I'll keep in touch, bro.
All right, sounds good, guys.
Thanks
Take
for
care.
coming on.
All right, dude. Later.
Bye.